It could be that that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Lick by Fender.
Yeah, it's spelled right. It just looks funny.
Okay.
I say it would be funnier if it actually was spelled wrong.
By Fender.
And that would be in keeping with my inability to spell and use the English language in
I
general.
put
So,
Lick
yeah.
by Fesker on there. If that was the case. This one doesn't have a backplate.
That's okay. We'll
That
make
really
it.
sounds like a thing, Chris. Licked by Fesker.
Mm-hmm. Brett used to lick every Texas Toast guitar, Rudy Sarzo style.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a big, deep, engaging slot.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not a mess around one.
Biological.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pizza was good today. Just saying.
Yep.
I liked it.
I ate too many wings before we ate pizza.
Yeah.
So by the time we got to the pizza, I was like, and I hate to say it, not a fan of bacon on pizza.
Well, well, there was a real buttload of bacon on the pizza too. They did not skimp on any of the toppings.
No, I could have done with half the toppings on the pizza, but it was still good.
That's a lot. Hey everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching another reveal. It's Friday and it's time for a reveal, and we've got a double reveal.
I can't wait to have the weekend off.
We got a double. Well, you're gonna have to wait a week. That brings up an interesting point of order, Chris, that we should get to prior to getting with the double reveal.
The double.
So you and I will be hosting the very first, the inaugural, if you will, Essential Guitar Workshop. Now, this is, for those of you who weren't here last night, this is a thing where you build the body and we provide you with a licensed neck. We're going to show you some more of that here in a moment. And you cut the body out and we do our durable thin finish on the body, and you level and dress the frets and, get the nut all sorted out. And you get a lot of stuff done in 3 days. And after the end of the third day, you walk out with a completed guitar, provided you do all the work.
Yes.
So you show up with all the cool stuff that you want to put on the guitar, and we basically build the guitar around all the neat stuff that you want. And I think it's what most other week-long classes are that we've condensed into 3 days, because our week-long class is all that stuff, and you build a neck too. And I don't know anywhere else that does that. I'm not saying that there isn't, but I don't know about it, which doesn't mean anything. So that class is Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, or for all of my friends in Missouri, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And so we will be doing an post-class wrap-up reveal on Monday. But I don't know what time. It might be 2. It might be 5. I don't know when it's going to be. But rest assured, we will be doing a reveal video with everybody in the workshop and what they made and what, why they did what they did and all the neat stuff that they did. We've got some returning people. We've got our very first female attendee, which is super cool. And this, I don't want to make a huge deal out of that because, after a while, it's like dudes watching dudes is one thing. And it's, like when there's a bunch of dudes watching some other dude work the bandsaw, it's kind of like, stop watching me. I'm doing my thing here. So I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable, but I'm very excited to have our first female student attendee. So that's going to be neat. So on Monday, whenever we get done, because it's a Monday class and people are flying out and stuff. So on that Monday, so as soon as we're done, we're going to do the reveal, and I don't know what time it's going to be, but we will be doing one. So hopefully you'll be at work and you'll be able to watch it instead of working.
Yeah, that would work out perfect.
That's cool. Yeah. Okay. So
take a late lunch on, or don't take a late lunch if you don't usually. Anyway.
I like to give people lots of stuff to do while they're supposed to be working a crud-tastic day job.
Yeah.
Even if you love your day job, Mondays can kind of be a bummer. So anyway.
That would be a good song.
Yeah, it should be a song.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. Are there any other administrative things that we need to take care of today?
We were talking about Doug Kaufman.
Yes, thank you, because I
And
knew there was
A
something.
pin router.
Okay, Doug, if you are watching, Doug Kaufman in Tennessee, at one point, Doug offered to swing by Brian Nutter's shop, swing by, and pick up his pin router, which our Brandon has purchased. And he's like, "Hey, I'm coming up in May. If you want, I can, I can pick up that pin router for you." And Brandon says he'll. What's the story on that, Brandon? You'll make it worth Doug's while.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever I can do.
Take him to the Players Club or something.
Take him to the Players
Get him a face dance.
Saturday nights.
I don't know. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Saturday nights or Saturdays?
It's Saturday Night Live.
It
That's what it is.
Saturday Night
But
Live.
now it's
Really
Extreme 84 or something like that. Because
Yeah.
we were once again looking up reviews from
That's right.
lap dance
You know,
joints.
and if it comes out here in real good shape, maybe I don't know, maybe downtown.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, so Doug, if you're watching,
Don't let those places deter you. from picking
No.
up the pin router.
if you're watching and you're still able to swing by Brian Nutter's place and pick up a jet pin router that Brandon has already paid for, I understand that he will make it worth your while. Brandon's a super cool stand-up guy. So yeah. Anyhows, yeah. So that, as they say, is that.
Yep.
Now on with the reveal. What
Yay!
shall we reveal? It's
Let's
a
reveal
double.
let's reveal the thing that's most closely related to the class.
All right, that's a good idea. Are you
Okay.
want me to get it, or
No,
you?
I'll get
Okay.
it.
All right.
Just sit there and just sit there. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that one.
On with the reveal. So I know a little bit about this one, Chris. What do you know about this one, and what do you want to tell everybody about?
So this is a
about it?
guitar that is a little bit of this class and a little bit of that class.
Yeah.
This is one of the, and I think everybody might have seen this body when we did the Learn to Paint reveal. I think we showed off this body. This was
Yes,
one
we
that
did.
a bunch of the guys in the class learned to paint on.
Yeah.
And we talked about different techniques and different finishes and different processes and this and that. And then we decided to assemble it using.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone can see that. So Phil McKnight recently did a video where he was. I didn't watch all of the video, but I think what was happening is he was kind of calling some people out for using, a trademark headstock, which that's not a cool thing to do. If you're in business.
Yeah.
And you're using somebody else's someone else's intellectual property. That's not cool. So I agree with Phil McKnight that if you're using a Fender headstock, or if you're ripping off a Fender headstock so much that you're infringing on some trademarks, then you should get a different headstock.
Yeah.
So, but this is a licensed neck.
It is
We
a licensed
bought
neck.
this neck.
We did, and it's stamped on the back, licensed by Fender.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were trying to come up with a logo that wasn't Texas Toast, because really it's
not a Texas Toast. Yeah.
But we wanted something and came up with this, and I think it's hilarious.
I think licensed neck is really funny.
Yeah.
So if you come to the workshop, you can put whatever you want on your headstock. You can put licensed neck.
I have
on
some
yours.
extra licensed necks too, but if you want, we'll put whatever logo on there that you want. And I don't know what else to tell you about it. It doesn't have a control cavity cover.
But it's ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have strap buttons.
But it could.
It could. The other thing we wanted to do was
We wanted to leave the strap buttons off so we could demo how to put on strap buttons on Monday when everyone's ready to.
Yeah, because that's one of the big things that everybody always has an issue with. Is I don't know how to put on strap buttons. How do I do it? Does it go up here? No, it doesn't go up. How do it? No. No. The other thing we wanted to do was try out one of these necks or see how much work was going to be involved in getting one of these necks from delivered to on your guitar and playable.
That's right. So we bought this. This is a Mighty Mite neck, and we bought this from Stuart McDonald because they had them in stock. And I think it's a fine neck. I mean, so it's a licensed neck. And they come in not a whole bunch of options. So it's not like you could get more options from Warmoth. Yeah. And you could get a nice neck, but I think this is a perfectly fine neck. So we cleaned up the frets. There were some pokey outies, and we leveled and dressed the frets, and we got the nut slots. What are there? 15 thousandths from the bottom of the nut slot to the top of the.
Actually, pretty good to start with. So,
but it's nice to have something to fine tune.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we put these tuners on, had them laying around, put them on. What else?
We actually did have those tuners, just that we don't.
Just floating around.
We don't have a lot. These are actual Fender tuners with those little buttons, and I'm like, let's just use these because we also thought we didn't know if people were going to show up with tuners with screw holes or little buttons or what. So we thought we would just work out some of the kinks. Hey Chris, let's take a super chat, shall we?
Are we done with this one?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. Dave the Pious writes, new headstock shapes are easy. Whatever the router tears out is your headstock shape. That is absolutely true, Dave. That would be a fine headstock. So Doug Kaufman is here. Doug, I don't know if Doug heard what we were talking about, but we were actually talking about you, Doug.
Yeah.
I know that you're here now, so I'm going to repeat, as is something that I do, is repeat things often and loudly. So, Doug, at one point you had mentioned you were available to swing by Brian Nutter's place and pick up the jet pin router that Brandon has purchased. Brandon is sitting right over there, and he told me in not so many words and not quite as loudly that he would make it worth your while if you could do that, if you could swing by and bring that out. So if you're still driving, please let us know.
Yep.
And if you send me an email, I'll forward your email to Brandon, and you guys can work out the details. How'd that?
As a bonus, you get to hang out with Brian Nutter for a minute.
Yeah, and maybe his wife will make some of that peanut brittle. I don't know how Brian Nutter's still like as skinny as he is. So, Conan Mills asks, is the heel on the Mighty Mite neck cut to Fender spec? I picked up an all parts neck that wasn't. Well, so far it was.
Yeah, all parts necks are made in Japan, and so they're all spec'd to Fender Japan size pockets.
Oh, is that
a real
fact?
thing? Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So all Fender Japan necks are slightly oversized from Americans.
You know what I can tell you is that the Mighty Mite necks fit the template profile, the template pocket specs on the Maximum Guitar Works templates.
Yeah, they do.
Because that is in fact what this is.
Yes. Yeah. So and I think I think his spec is American spec, and we've been making everything.
America.
Yeah, like our $100 student necks.
Yep.
Are our American spec.
That's right, and more to the point, they work with Steve's templates. So if you buy one of our profile your own neck, make your own neck thing, and you have Steve's templates, they absolutely work with that. So there is a symbiotic relationship between Texas Toast Guitars and Maximum Guitars, mostly because we like Steve.
Yep.
We don't know why he puts up with us, frankly. No, Steve's a good guy.
Yeah.
We don't know why he puts up with me. We know why he puts up with you. You've got a locker and everything.
Because I'm the nice one. Yeah.
You got a locker too, dude. So, what are we doing with this guitar?
We are going to eventually sell it, I think.
Okay.
And by eventually, I mean fairly soon.
Yeah.
We'll throw it up on the website and we'll finish it up. Yeah. It'll definitely have strap buttons. It probably will have a back control cavity cover. Yeah.
This is going to be like a screaming deal guitar.
Yeah, this is one of those.
Which we haven't done screaming deal guitars in a long time.
No, but it's got nice stuff. It's got a Hipshot bridge.
Yeah.
It's got lace humbucker pickups in it. Good pots. Classy cap. Yeah.
Classy Freddie Blassie.
I assembled it myself.
JVanB231 asks, in a HSS guitar, what value of potentiometers do you use? 250 or 500? That's a great question. I guess it depends on how many potentiometers you have and what they do.
Yeah, that would be something. So the higher the value of the potentiometer, the more treble it will let flow. So a 500K pot with a tone knob, you should be able to get about the same sound as a 250K pot all the way up on the tone knob.
I think just don't use any of them. No pots at all. Yeah.
So if it was me, I would use 500K pot.
Yeah, I think I would too. I think I would too, sir.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
And really, even
your mileage may vary.
Even on a single coil guitar, 500K pot. Jazz Masters and Jags came with 1 meg. That's 500K times 2. They're really, really bright. It's still, yeah.
Joe asks,
500s and everything.
can we relic this for him? Not
Joe?
well.
No.
No.
I mean, I can accidentally bump it into some stuff when I carry it from here to there.
Yeah. And Brad wants to know if he can see the backside. Not of the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So great big control. We should have put EMGs in there. That thing's gigantical.
Well, you still can.
You could still put something with a battery.
You could put a bunch of micro switches in there too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yep. It's weight relief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's helpful. Thank you. Yeah. We can absolutely bash it up for you. But why would you do that?
You can bash it up yourself.
Yeah, you can bash it up yourself.
Maybe if you're lucky, UPS will do it for you.
Maybe.
That's a legitimate wear, by the way.
I think
UPS damage.
I think that's honest relic.
It is honest wear. Yeah. And then they shipped it and it got all beat up.
Chris says on his American Pro they used a dual gang, so there was a 250 for the singles and a 500 for the bucker.
Yeah, you could actually wire in a resistor in between on the switch.
Mm-hmm. Southeast Home Recording says, "Ooh, ferrules inline are sexy," and you know what? They are
inline.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have a jig, so yeah, they're all. And we will talk about ferrules on our next reveal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right, we will. Doug Santaniello says, "I guess I'm screaming for the deal." We'll send Doug an email with like a wildly, absurdly low price.
I'm of the opinion that Doug does not like this shaped guitar. Ask me why I think that.
Why do you think that?
I'm not going to say on video.
Oh, well, you said
all his Texas Toast guitars that are shaped like this are currently for sale on Reverb.
Maybe he just wants a different one.
Maybe, yeah.
You don't know. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, are we ready for the double?
Yep.
For the round 2 of the reveal? Okay. All right. So this one's been a long time coming. Like a long time. That when we first moved into the shop, this is over 2 years old.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. And the first double neck that we've done in a long while.
We did a triple neck before we got this double neck done.
When did we do the triple neck? We did another double neck before or after the triple neck? But right, I don't
right around the same time. So this is for Mike Bosica.
Okay.
And he sent us the wood.
Break it down for us, Chris.
And I don't remember what the top is called. I always like to call it guacamole wood, but
I think that's what it's
called. I don't think it is. And then it's what's the back?
Redwood.
Redwood, yeah. It smells like cedar, or it smells like redwood.
Yeah.
And the body itself is actually pretty darn light.
Now I want you to look at the ferrules.
Since we were talking about ferrules. And look, it's got 2 strap buttons, so you can rest it like this.
Which is cool. So Southeast Home Recording, I want you to notice that these are not in line. The 12-string ferrules are not in line.
They're staggered like they're staggered.
Why is that?
They're staggered like that because that's the way they come through the bridge. So there's 6 that come through the body.
Mike says it's monkey pod.
Staggered.
It's Mike's guitar. Mike says it's monkey pod.
Okay.
So yeah.
That doesn't sound like guacamole wood at all.
He sent us some guacamole wood. But,
yeah. Okay. But anyway, they're staggered that way on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're actually staggered in the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, they're staggered, and they're staggered like they're staggered on top, like the saddles are staggered.
Yeah.
Or the lowies, the furthest one back. The next 3.
Show off the good stuff. Yeah. So you guys have seen enough.
So there's the back. Let's spend more time on the back.
Yep.
And then the back. What would you like to know? Mahogany necks.
Mm-hmm. Ebony boards.
Ebony boards. Yep. Hipshot locking tuners.
Why do we use Hipshot locking tuners on a double neck, Chris? Because you got to. If you're not, you're failing.
It's one thing if this was a 3 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
6-string here, 6-string here, and you only had to do 3 here and 3 here, but you have 6 that you got to do.
You can't get a little wrench.
No, you can't get a little winder in. You can't get it. Yeah, so
locking just makes them
locking. You lock it. You twist it a few times. It's done.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I don't know if anybody out there has a 12-string. It takes approximately 3 to 4 times as long to string a 12 string as it does a 6 string.
You'd think it would only take twice as long.
Exactly.
But here we are.
It might even take less time because you've gotten good at
You're
it.
so good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, it takes exactly 3
Mm-hmm.
times as long.
Mm-hmm. Well, this thing looks super, super cool.
Yeah. So he sent us all the he sent us pickups. These are some sort of hand wound,
Okay.
cool boutique pickups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is neat. And it took a long time to make. It kept getting like sort of put away or put up.
Yeah.
So and then we had a hard time getting some hardware and
sourcing hardware has been a challenge in the last little bit, but
yeah.
yeah.
And it just sort of disappeared a couple of times. So yeah, so I worked real hard on it last week and this week and got it buttoned up hard on. We can't do that stuff starting tomorrow.
What? Oh, that's right.
And
get it out of your system,
somebody
Brandon.
else, until somebody else leads the way.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
And even then, it'd probably be tacky for us to not go, hey.
Yeah.
Look, Dave, just
Chill.
settle down.
Chill.
Yeah. Doug says the double neck is spectacular. How about a build your own double neck class?
How about no?
Well, you could just build the classic set neck twice.
Yeah, you could.
You know.
Yeah.
Or 1.5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's neat.
I think it's super, super cool. So we like to do this is can you orient this so that people can tell that it is in fact a Challenger double neck?
Mm-hmm.
I still love the Challenger shape, and it's of course it's my favorite guitar of all time because it's the guitar that you and I designed and worked on, and we've made so many of them now. We've made a double neck, we made many double neck Challengers, we made a triple neck Challenger, we've made carved top Challengers, we made fabric top Challengers, we made flat top Challengers, we made fancy maple, we've done maple tops and backs, we've done everything you can think of. No, not everything, but we've done a lot of things with it, and I still love it. And sometimes people look at it and go, it looks exactly like a Telly. No. One guy told me it looked like a Godin. And I can't tell if he was like trying to,
goad you into
insult
something
me or something. But I actually think that Godin guitars are really nice. So maybe if you know anything about the factory, I think Godin guitars are actually pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think it looks like a Godin either. But I think that I'm trying to pay a lot of homage to one of my favorite guitar companies from the 80s, and that was Hamer. So if you know anything about Hamers, you might see some Hamer influence in the Challenger. So yeah. What do you think, Chris? What are you still?
Yep, still like them.
Still dig them?
Yep.
You have a Challenger, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. You know what? I don't even have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, you could look around and go, well, you have all these Challengers, man, and I'm merely the custodian of Challengers. But yeah.
Yep.
So hey, let's take a super chat, shall we?
Sure.
Let's take a super chat from Red Clover Guitars. He says, "Love it." Nice work.
Oh, it's in tune still.
Is it?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Cecil Music says, "Doesn't look anything like Italian." I couldn't agree more. In fact, it has a lot more Gibson influence than anything else, especially right down through here.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hendricks says he's played several Godins and they're excellent. I agree. And he says he also loves Hamers. Mangled Guitar says, dude, that's sick. Jim Ray says, was the reason to flip the neck pickup on the 12 string to make it less muddy or other? So I guess I'm not sure what. Let me read that one more time.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, this one's in upside down.
Oh,
The bolts go there. It's not going to make any difference at all.
are you gonna? We should probably switch
it
around.
I could fix it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
That
No.
guy has a way better screen on his computer than I do.
Yeah.
You know, there's 2 coils, and there's another coil running right here, and they're the same coil. So.
Chris, you know what?
Yes.
You should have done it on purpose.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let Mike fix that the next time he changes the string.
Let Mike decide if he likes it.
Yeah.
He might go check it out.
Mm-hmm. This is the
I
Peter
do.
Green modification.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And you only want it on the 12 string.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like thinking, so now can you play both necks at the same
You
time
can.
simultaneously?
Yes, you can.
So, but how
Yeah,
would
you
you
can
do that?
play
You have to
all
grow.
four
We have to
pickups.
grow 2 more arms.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. There's a lot of sympathetic things that happen when you have both of them on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It cuts the output.
If you're
as
in an
you would
REM
expect it
tribute
to.
band, this is the ultimate guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Say, huh? Yeah.
So,
I like some of that
do
earlier
this.
REM stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spike the Frugal Fixer says, I would put in a quick release to take apart. Well, I mean, this you could, depending on how quick and how much release. Yeah, it does. Yeah. And it is made from tone wood, as we all know. Bobby, let's take a super chat from our good buddy Bobby Dale, who says it's impossible to have too many challengers. And Bobby Dale does have he has 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think at least. Yeah.
Did you see the Steve Vai video with his triple neck guitar? I remember he had that heart-shaped one where you could do this wise and another one down here, and yeah.
Yep, we've already trumped that guitar, so no need for us to go back and look at that guitar.
In fact, Steve Vai actually called us.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, I want one of them 87 switch models." We're like, "No way, dude."
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
No. That, you know what? Who would be a cool, like, Steve Vai, of course, would be a neat guy to meet in that, like, have here come to the shop. Who would be someone cool to have come to the shop, Chris? Like if you could have any guitar player still alive and still ambulatory come to the shop, who would you want to have come by?
Joe Salami.
I guess I'm not
Joe Satriani.
Okay.
What the heck?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with, just for the sake of conversation, Zachy Wilde, so we can tell that kick him in the nuts story.
Yeah.
It was cool to have Scott Dahlhoover here. Fu Manchu's going to be in town tomorrow night. I still need to send a thing to Brad and see if maybe those guys can come by. Yep. I've sent stuff to Brad numerous times and he's never been able to come by. But as soon as you stop asking him, that's going to be the time he's like, "Oh man, we weren't doing anything. We could have come by."
The end of that sentence was, "I've sent things to Brad numerous times and he's never gotten back to me."
Oh no, Brad always gets back to me. Actually, yeah, he's a super cool guy. As you might remember, we built 3 guitars for Brad. So many offset templates on the wall. Never see any get made. Well, actually, you'll see a couple get made. In May, we've got several people doing Jazz Masters, and one guy, Doug's doing a Jag, complete with 24-inch scale neck.
Yeah.
We've built
this whole wall from there.
Yep.
All the way over to there is templates. There's almost every template you could ever want.
And every single one of them we have used at one time or another.
This is just this particular area. So,
yeah.
When we moved in, all of a sudden we had a lot of space. And we were like, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool?"
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool?
Like you could walk in and you go, "Pick it off the wall, sucker."
Just like at the haircut.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dave asks, ever do a double cut challenger, basically a symmetrical body with cutaways on top and bottom? We have done one of those, Dave. I wasn't a super fan. Devin Riddle actually did a version of it's not symmetrical, but he did a version of the a double cut challenger. We've experimented with a handful of other styles of challenger that do have this kind of lower thing, and we like them okay. We just haven't really experimented. We haven't put as much effort into double cutaway challengers as we have the single cut.
Yeah.
Why that is, I don't know, but we have done them, and at this point, we certainly don't have any time to do any more prototyping right now in the near future. In the foreseeable future, though, I think that would be a cool thing to do. To revisit some of that.
As soon as we do, if you flipped this and did it on the top, then everybody would say it looks like an Ibanez artist.
Which I also think is a cool guitar.
Yeah, but no, it's not that either.
Yep. How come no Challenger bass? Well, William, funny you should ask. There are a handful of projects in the mix that are going to be Challenger basses one day. But I don't take sides. I take paychecks. So as soon as a couple of guys have been like, and these are like serious guys too, not just some schnorrers who are like, hey, Would you build a Challenger bass? Yeah, sure. I'll build a Challenger bass. Would you pay me to build a Challenger bass? That's the other thing. I've got a couple of guys who have said, hey, I want a Challenger bass. They're legit buyers. And as soon as they, get sorted out, we're gonna get started on a Challenger bass.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
there's a lot more guitar players than there are bass players.
And I think that the bass. Well, I actually really like our soul pole bass a lot. That's what I play.
But we don't even build a lot of those.
No, we don't. PRS carved bass like Dan did would be awesome. That would be awesome. Of course, it would be really awesome if PRS did it, since that's one of their shapes. But yeah, I totally get it. Everyone says that, like, hey, you should do carved tops. I get that people like those, but I'm kind of like an old school Hamer guy.
Mm-hmm.
And not that Hamers weren't available in carved top, but I like the Les Paul double cutaway, the Les Paul special double cut flat top. I know they make a carved one now, but back in the day they were flat tops. I just like flat top guitars. I think they're cool. Do I think carved top tellies are cool? Yeah. Do I think they're neat enough that we need to make one? No. So yeah, I mean, the carved tops take a lot more time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Something I was thinking about, we were talking about last night about who's the best guitar builder.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some names that popped up, and I thought a lot of those guys have kind of pigeonholed themselves into, if not one style of guitar, one guitar.
Sure.
And they know everything about that guitar, and they build that guitar as perfectly as they can. Yeah. And I'll bet you if you threw them something else, it wouldn't be as cool.
Well, I'm sure they could do it
eventually, but right away it wouldn't be. And it's not a bad thing to really hone your craft on one particular thing.
Sure.
And I think that's kind of what we're starting to do a little bit. And so, yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be cool if AC/DC sounded just like Van Halen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't?
Yeah. I mean, remember when AC/DC, someone said, a lot of people have said that you guys have just recorded, every album you do is the same album every time. You've done it 12 times. And I think that the story goes, Angus Young says, that's hogwash. We've recorded the same album 13 times. So, yeah. So I think there's something cool to get a style and stick with it. So
Yeah. And then, I mean,
that's not that I don't like carved top guitars, because I do.
If you want to move on later, you move on later. But right now we're in the flat top Challenger stage.
That's right.
Of our youth.
I'm not trying to like talk smack about people who like carved tops, because I like them too. It's just what I want to make is flat top guitars.
Yeah.
Let's see. So lots of people hanging out here. I think we're just about ready to wrap this one up. I've actually got a couple of things that I have to take care of. There's some family stuff that I need to sort out tonight. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, unless you have anything else you want to talk about, Chris.
Nope.
So we will be back at you guys on Monday. Well, wait, Sunday premiere video.
Yep.
Monday reveal video, and then probably Friday another reveal video. And I think it's going to be that one right there.
There you go. Cool.
So, okay, gang. So have a great weekend, everybody. We look forward to seeing you, hanging out with you on premiere day, which is Sunday. We've got a super awesome class that starts tomorrow. So Chris and I need to kind of get the shop tidied up. And I've got, like I said, I got some stuff that I got to sort out too. So great hanging out with you guys. Thanks for all of your comments and hanging out with us. I hope you have a great weekend. I've said that 18 times, but I really mean it. So guys, we'll see you on Sunday. Take care, everybody.